guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by to check me out. Today guys, we have another anime compilation reaction. This one is going to be for the top 10 animes with a dark slash overpowered slash badass main character. So I'm excited to see this. Hopefully it will have some new animes up in here that new to me that I haven't seen so that I can check them out later. All right guys, we're gonna go ahead and get into checking out this compilation. And don't forget, at the end of the video, comment down below on which character you think is the most badass. If they don't mention the character that you have in mind, go ahead and list it down below.
These anime shows are not for the faint of heart and got some of the darkest and most cold-blooded characters in anime.
Really?
This list is all about the edgy, dark protags and their powers, slash abilities, slash personalities. So, enjoy these top 10 anime where the MC is dark and super overpowered. So, before we begin, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, and press that bell icon to stay updated of all the new content we're creating. And beware for the following spoilers. 10. Codebreaker. Ray is such a notorious character when it comes to badass monsters that can pulverize you on spot without batting an eyelid. And when it comes to his powers or code, they complement him better than PB&J sandwiches. His code that he lives by is simple. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and evil for evil. Simply put, he'll erase evil with his own hands, and I meant it when I said erase. His blue flames are so powerful they don't even leave a mark of a body being burned. It's like it erased them from existence altogether. The series is fun to watch, and I love it so much. It isn't a masterpiece or anything, but it's just too good to see Ray executing his justice on evildoers.
I watched this show. I want to watch it again though, because I don't really remember
9.
What happened there.
Devil Survivor 2, the animation. In this series, the world is being attacked by invaders from outer space, and the only way for humans to battle them is by entering a contract with a demon and becoming devil users. In a way, it's like Digimon, but much darker and with cooler looking monsters. The main character, while going to the subway, is caught in the middle of a battle between demons, and in the aftermath, he gains the ability to control demons along with Io and Daicha. He's pretty powerful, to say the least, and joins the JP's organization trying to save the world from the invasion before it's too late.
I gotta watch this.
This show is a race against time with lots of suspense and battles, so go out and check it out. I'm sure you'll like it.
Look beautiful too. Yeah, look. Ooh, it look beautiful.
8. Kuromukuro. When it comes to a large cast of characters, almost every time, the character development will be trash, and lots of the characters will be left out or forgotten, serving no purpose at all in being in the anime since the start. However, in this show, even the cameraman, which served a minor purpose, is necessary and has a role to play in the bigger picture. The story isn't that original, with a samurai from a different era coming to ours. However, what was interesting is that the one who awakened him looked exactly like the princess he failed to protect. And coincidentally, from the same exact enemy, the aliens. This time, he'll ride into his mecha and won't fail in protecting his princess like last time. He'll fight on and keep on fighting until he's sure no one can harm Yukina. The series might not be the best mecha out there, but it sure does have a good story and pacing. If you like that kind of stuff, by all means, be my guest and watch this show.
Yeah, I might have to check that one out too. There's so many that I have to check out. My list is just growing.
7. Fate/Apocrypha.
Oh, yeah.
As we all know, Apocrypha is kind of the black sheep when it comes to the Fate series, for it being good, but not as good as UBW. The thing with Apocrypha was that it needed more episodes and more details spent into its characters, their stories, and motives. One of those characters is the Homunculi, later the strongest monster in the Holy Grail War Sieg. And yes, he's named Sieg after Siegfried, since he got his heart from him. As a homunculus, he had one task, which is to obey orders and do as his creators bid. However, later on, he develops a consciousness and strives in the Grail War for one single thing, freeing his brethren trapped in that organization and showing them that even homunculi can live freely.
I gotta go back and watch all the Fates.
The Apocrypha series had a wide cast of characters with 7 servants and masters on each side of the spectrum, duking it out for the Holy Grail.
Go watch this show if you haven't.
I love this series and enjoy it so much, but UBW is still the GOAT. Sorry, Apocrypha.
Yeah, you gotta go check it out if you haven't. It's fire.
6. Hakkenden. 8 Dogs of the East 2013.
Okay, haven't seen this.
Town set ablaze and flames engulfed the village of the MC and his 2 friends under the impression that a virus eradicated all life left in there. 3 survivors cling to life harder than a dog munching on a juicy piece of meat that won't let go. And in that moment, an individual shrouded in mystery with a sword in his hand appeared and saved them. And that sword was none other than Murasame, the cursed sword, and said to curse its wielder, driving him to an early grave. Why the fire started? Who are those free individuals? And why the church wants the sword so bad? Figure it all out in this series.
Man, some good animes.
5. Nurarishyan no Mego. By day, a thing, and by night, another. No, this isn't Shrek. This is the definition of the life of Rico. Nura, he even has 2 forms that he dons in different times.
Okay.
During the day, he takes the shape of a normal human that goes to high school, while in the night, he's the heir to the Nura clan and guardian of all yokai beasts in the city. His
Where
hidden
have I
life takes
been?
a weight in him, though he makes his life pretty hard with conflict arising
I
on
ain't seen
every
this
corner.
either, man.
And his friends, yokai and human, put in danger, he has to strive beyond the limits of the 2 worlds and fight to protect everyone around him.
God darn. We skipped the commercial. Wait, you know what?
4.
Actually, I think I
Inuyashiki,
have
Last
seen
Hero.
some of that.
Bang! Rat-a-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta! If you see a black-haired guy imitating, holding a gun or machine
Y'all.
gun, run the hell away from him as fast as you can, unless you want to
This-
become the human equivalent of French cheese and become riddled with holes.
Crazy.
Inuyashiki is a story of 2 different people fused with alien cyborg technology and
Crazy.
getting powers thanks to it. One uses it for good and helping others, while the other one, Hiro, the main antagonist of
A
the story,
psychopath.
uses it to kill and slaughter and steal just in order to see and experiment if he'll be able to
Exactly.
feel anything at all.
For no
2
reason.
different sides of the same coin are bound to meet and battle it.
Freaking
In this
crazy.
epic series, the story is compelling as well as a merciless killing. But most importantly, the unforgettable character Inuyashiki went out to be. That is why you must watch this series and give me your opinion of it in the comments if you already have.
I couldn't even finish it because he started pissing me off just doing it for no reason. For no reason. But I'm going to go back and finish it.
Jormungand. Koko Hekamatyar might seem to the normal passerby as a cold-hearted, antisocial person. Don't be fooled by her looks. She's far worse than that.
Oh.
There's a thin line between genius and insanity. In Coco's case, both are fused together into one. She's smart and collected, makes the most intricate of plans, and is the most wanted criminal and most dangerous one by the CIA. She created a well-synced team, and all working together like the gears of a clock in unison and order, giving everyone roles they're most suited for. Coco is prepared to do whatever it takes
When a
and using
character
whatever
got
means
white
necessary
hair,
to reach her goal.
you know
Even
it's
if it
crazy.
includes some innocent lives lost in the process, then so be it.
I ain't never seen this show either. But it gotta be crazy because the girl, the main character, got
2.
white hair.
Kizu Monogatari 1. Teketsu Hin. What better way to go dark than with vampires? And that literally stay in the dark, can't go into the light of the sun unless they're craving barbecue. This changes everything. Araragi Koyomi is the MC of this series, and he's your simple, run-of-the-mill student. With one catch, though, he has some
Sorry.
vampiric remnant powers in him. He can heal so incredibly fast, he starts to question his own mortality and lifespan as well, as his eyes glowing red when angered and night vision. His powers might seem cliched and boring, but the show is anything but. It's actually interesting and intriguing with a thick plot and with
It
lots
look
of hidden
like
content
it's
with things being
interesting.
not what they seem. Like, trust me, you gotta watch this series. It's a
I'ma watch
cult
it.
classic after all.
You said vampire, and then I was like, yeah, I'm about to check it out. Plus the little clips
1.
he had in there.
Psychopath. Honestly, this anime reminds me of Minority Report and Metal Gear Rising for 2 different reasons that I'll explain now. If you guys don't know, Minority Report is a movie that had a system close to that of Psychopaths foresee crime and stop it before it happens. However, it doesn't consist of bare brains hooked into a system acting as processors. This takes us to the Metal Gear Rising similarity. If anyone played the game, you know what I mean, with the room filled with brains being programmed. And the sheer gruesomeness of this show is reminiscent of Metal Gear and Gantz as well. The main character is a good soldier that does what he's asked to do. No questions asked. What is it he does? He tests each and culprit psychopaths, and if
He
it
was whooping
succeeds the
that
normal
fanny.
limits, he uses his special gun to blow them up like a balloon with their insides splattering everywhere and on everything. Fun,
Oh.
right? This show, from what I already said, you can derive that it's not for the faint of heart, or those who hate gore, since it takes things to the maximum limit and extreme. You've been warned, so be
I'ma
careful
watch
what
it.
you're headed into.
I'm okay with it. That was some eyeballs and some liquid, which is what?
And with this, we conclude our video.
All right.
If you enjoyed this list, I want you to smash that thumbs up.
All right, guys. So that is the end of the compilation. Turn that off. Again, let me know in the comments which one of those you thought was the most overpowered like badass main character that they listed, and if they didn't list the most like overpowered character, put it in the comments down below who you think it is. So for me personally, I feel like they must have another compilation because One Punch Man, ridiculously overpowered main character, ridiculously, like to the point that, spoiler ahead if you haven't watched it, like no body was matching that man's powers. Like he had finally met up with, I don't think I've seen season 2 or the entire season 2 of One Punch Man yet, but he was fighting one of the people on there and he was like, oh, finally someone who matched my powers, and ended up unaliving them. And he was like, dang, well, that was the most fun fight he had ever been in, but still won because he's ridiculously overpowered. Amazing. So that would be my like #1 pick and who I think should be in this one, because crazy powers, man, crazy powers. Also, if you have any anime suggestions for me to check out, also drop that in the comments down below for me, or any other compilations that you actually want me to check out on camera. Comment down below. Smash the like button down below if you enjoyed this reaction video. It helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. And then also check to see if you are subscribed. If you're enjoying my content and you just want to join this family, click the subscribe button. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications. It's the bell next to the subscribe button, and it will allow you to be notified every time I do a new upload, so you won't miss out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for joining me once again. My name is Brittany. Peace out, guys.